Oh man, the hunt has taken me all over the place.
It's the best. There are not many things that are as good and satisfying as the hunt. And especially when it comes about in a weird way.
Oh, yeah.
Like when
It's
you
the
don't
best.
expect, it's great. There's nothing like it.
You know what I think of? I think of like American Pickers.
Yeah, I love that show. That's why I love that show.
Right? I think that's why I like it the most because they showcase the hunt more than anything.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of it is
I hate all the little conversations and the little bets that they have. I'm like, I skip through that shit. I don't care.
it's all set up. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
no, it's like, show me you guys crawling through garbage to find that
That's
motorcycle or
my
whatever.
God, that's like porn. I swear. I'm like, oh yeah.
you go through that. You go through that. You buy
Mike.
that for $40 and
good
flip it
for
for
you.
$80. Do it.
yes.
No. Well, that is very similar to what we find ourselves doing
Absolutely.
in the comic book industry. We buy comic books from all over the place. And I have some very strange stories of some individuals I've met, places that I've gone and hunted through.
Amazing.
It's amazing. And I'm sure you do too.
Oh, I got a couple.
Well, why don't we start with one of yours?
All right, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
So, I lived in Montana for a few years, and as soon as I moved there, I put out feelers and I put a Craigslist ad. Anybody that wants to sell their collections or whatnot. Anyway, I didn't think I would be all that successful. I wasn't sure what that was like there.
Sure. It's like what kind of comic book markets in Montana?
There is some, and there's another story concerning that about Western comic books. There's a lot of that.
Oh.
But this particular story that I want to tell you, I got I want to say it's called like Nicholsworth or something. It's or it's like
Like one of those newspaper ads or something?
yeah, the one that you find at the grocery
Nickel
store.
or something. I don't know. They're all called the Nickel. I don't know.
Nickel something.
Okay.
And I looked through it, didn't see anything. And I think I looked at their website and they have those same postings, but on their website. And I found one. This guy's like selling part of my collection, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? Sure. I'll check it out.
Did he say why or anything?
This post did not say why.
Okay.
It just said selling part of my collection.
And when was this?
I would say 2010, maybe.
Okay. It's like eight years ago. Okay.
Yeah. And so I called him, and the guy answered. And so I started talking to him. I'm like, listen, I saw your post on the Nicholsworth or whatever that's called, and I want to see what you have. And the guy's like kind of taken aback and kind of quiet. He's like, wow, that's an old post. I didn't even know that was up. Up to that point, he wasn't interested in selling anything. But then he goes, however, I have to pay my mortgage and I need the money. So it's weird that you called because
Weird.
I really come on down. And I'm like, okay. And if you know anything about Montana, all the towns are so spread out. So it's like 2-3 hours to wherever he is. And I'm like, all right, dude, I don't care. I'll come down and check it out. And I'm looking for Silver Age or Bronze or anything like that. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, everything that I have is either near mint or mint. Everything's bagged and boarded, and it's really nice. And any Silver Age I have, it's worth good money. And I'll sell them to you for $5 each. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that just sounds made up.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, really?
Well,
Everything's near mint?
right.
That means that they're in like binders.
Yeah.
And then,
exactly.
$5 each. Yeah,
Yeah.
$5 for modern books, and they're all
Yeah.
from the 80s or rather the 90s.
Yeah, it has like crayon freaking. That was my feel. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. What else am I going to do?
Yeah, you're Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like
So I
vacation, 2-3 hours away. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
there's some $5 Silver Age near mint comics. I get it.
Even if I go, this is my thought. Even if I go 3 hours, and I find an awesome Silver Age comic that I buy for $5 that I can sell for whatever, or 1 or 2, and make decent money, that's worth it to me. Just be able to do that. Even again, it's 3 hours.
If it pays for the gas, it was an experience at least.
And get to meet somebody that
Right.
I might do business with later also. So that's
Especially if
an
he has a
investment.
lot, you never know.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I called him. So I had called him that one day, and the next day, so it was like a Friday. So on a Saturday, I was going to go over to his house. So I call him, always give the person a heads up. I call him, hey, I'm going to start driving down. And he's like, yeah, no problem. By the way, my house is a little messy, but, I don't want you to, be weirded out or something. I'm not going to clean for you to come over. I'm like, dude, you should see my house. Dude, don't even worry about it. And he's like, all right, come on down. I leave. I go to the bank. I might have gone the day before, but I took out $1,000. That's what
It's all I'm spending at the most. $1,000.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I'm not spending anymore. Drive down there, get to the guy's house, and I'm like, all right, he's outside. This older gentleman, come on in. And we come in, and I think it's through his kitchen. And as soon as I step in the kitchen, all I can see is a path and then just garbage on one side and garbage on the other, and this very thin path in between.
Oh, geez.
And he doesn't, I'm like, I don't see that. I don't know. I'm like, I'm just talking.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, shooting the shit and talking to this crazy guy. And I'm like,
He's like hoarding trash?
yeah. So now I'm thinking this is going to be crap comic books, or I'm going to get killed, or I'm going to be in this guy's basement in about 5 minutes, or whatever. I could take me. I was way bigger than him. But anyway, I'm walking through this, and every step I take in this house, my expectations keep going lower and lower and lower. And he's like, no, come on through here. Here, this door, they're all upstairs. So I go upstairs, and once I get to their attic, and the attic goes the whole length of the house, really big, and it's all pristine, really nice. I mean, it's all exposed wood and stuff, but it's very clean.
Not like the other rooms.
Right, exactly, completely different. And it's filled. So as I start walking, and I get to the very top of the stairs, and I look, there's all these Golden Age comic books, all bag and boarded, just as far as the eye can see. But I didn't ask for Golden Age. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. And he's like, no, those are the Golden Age. I don't want to look at that. And I'm like, okay. I didn't know enough about Golden Age to get in it anyway. And then we walk through, and there's another door, and there's all the Silver Age stuff. And I started looking through that stuff, man. And I got some of the coolest comic books I have ever gotten. Super early, double-digit Amazing Spider-Man. I got Astonishing Tales 12 or 11.
Oh, the Beast.
The Beast.
Yeah, Beast appearances, yeah.
5 copies of that. And not only that, of all the comic books I got, those were so... It was like they just came out of the store. It was... you put it in Mylar.
He wasn't kidding. They were
oh
pristine.
my God. Yeah. And $5 a piece. And yep.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, I'll take this one. And he let me cherry pick everything. So I go through every box. I like this. So
Oh my! So you were that guy. You're the guy that when you go to see a comic book collection and you're like,
oh,
oh,
cool,
Secret
cool.
Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9,
8.
You were that guy. Okay.
Yeah, I have the 8.
Okay.
So I got a bunch of that stuff. I filled up that long box really freaking quick. And I'm like, I need more money, man. I want more of this. So I'm like, dude, I really would like to get some more. So, and I went, I'll be right back. Just leave that box there. I'm going to run to the next town over where there's an ATM and get, I think it was another $300 or something. And then I got...
Your damn ATM limit, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I would have gotten another $1,000. Absolutely. But I couldn't. And I have to convince my wife. I'm like, we need this. And I went and then I got another half a box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Get home. I come to find out the guy is a dealer also.
Like big in Montana?
Yeah, big in Montana and in the Wisconsin and all that area. And everyone that deals with comics wants to get to this guy's house because they know he's got a great collections. And whenever I would tell somebody, it's like, yeah, I went to this guy's house. And it's like, you did what? Dude, I've been trying to get that guy to sell me. I can't get him to sell me anything ever.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And but
Just
I was
the
super
right,
nice.
Right day.
Yep.
You just happened to do it.
Yep.
You never know.
That's the thing. You never know.
That's
never know.
Kind of how I think I like to end the podcast is like, as a moral of this story is that you never know.
You have to,
You have to try.
You
You
have
have
to step
to
up.
go to the estate sale an hour early before they open and stand in line in the freezing cold sometimes because you never know.
Go through those comics. Every single one. Look in there. There might have, and this is what happens all the time. You might see 1,000 comics, and there's a number one Teen Titans or something in the middle in there. And like you said, you never know.
And what I like about this story is that, well, for one, I think it's interesting that his whole house was a mess, or at least but what you saw was just except the comics. It's like, and he needs to pay his mortgage on the house that's holding all of his garbage.
Yep.
And his comics, so he's going to use his comics to pay for the mortgage so his garbage can stay there. It's interesting to me, but I get it because, you got to keep your comics safe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, this was someone who was apparently who dealt or at least collected on a large enough scale to be at one point to be pretty big in the community.
Yeah.
And
people knew him.
So that means that him giving you these at a deal, it was for good reason. It wasn't like you got comics from someone who didn't know what they had.
Right.
They had.
Oh, he knew.
He knew what he wanted was more than $5 though. He didn't say, "Hey, these are all $10, so you spend $10." It's I need like $1,000 right now, so I'm going to give you a good deal.
He was cool. He did what I would have done. It's like, I know what I have, but I can get a bunch of your money
right now.
If I give them to you for $5 apiece. As opposed to, I'm going to nickel and dime you. And I was like, no, this Amazing Spider-Man is worth $100. I'm not going to give it to you for $5. And which really, half of the comic books that I had in there were at least $100 a piece.
Oh, damn, that's insane. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. But this is a unique situation because you're in the middle of nowhere.
That's right.
You're in Montana. Where is he going to sell? There's no comic book stores nearby.
Nope.
There was you, and you happened to answer the ad, and that's what you got to do. Cash
is king.
And always try.
Yeah, and be nice. Be cool to people. Don't be judgmental and stuff. You never know.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
I'm here with Luis, my father, Rico from the GTFO Podcast. Where can the viewers find you?
Well, you can check us out on YouTube under GTFO Podcast, or on iTunes, Stitcher, or SoundCloud. Anywhere you can get your podcast. And look us up on Instagram and Facebook at GTFO Podcast.
Awesome. Well, very good. We appreciate your time today. As always, geek responsibly. Said! Make sure to hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. And then remember, you can go to geekstreet101.com to sign up for my mystery mail call where I send you comic books monthly.